Last season, Ladd McConkey came out of the gates like a star. His rookie season was an absolute breakout year. From the moment he stepped onto the field, not only lived up to expectations, but exceeded them. He was a pleasant surprise for the Chargers, a beacon of hope in an offense that struggled at times. But now, looking ahead to 2025, the question everyone's asking is, was that a fluke? Or is Ladd McConkey the real deal, ready to solidify himself as a top 10 receiver in the NFL? What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Bolts. Before moving to Ladd McConkey, let me share a news with you. J.K. Dobbins officially joins the Denver Broncos on a one-year, $5.25 million deal. This decision marks the end of Dobbins' brief tenure in LA after he spent the 2024 season with the Chargers. It's a significant move that has fans talking, especially considering how well he performed last year for the Chargers. Dobbins had an impressive season with the Chargers, rushing for 905 yards and scoring 9 touchdowns on 195 carries. Dobbins contributed 153 receiving yards on 32 receptions. His performance last year was nothing short of a comeback story. After multiple injury setbacks earlier in his career, seeing Dobbins stay healthy and produce was a huge win for both him and the Chargers. However, the Chargers ultimately didn't want to invest the kind of money Dobbins was asking for. Even though his $5 million asking price wasn't astronomical, the Chargers didn't seem to want to lock themselves into that kind of deal, especially when they had other plans for their backfield. The Chargers had already extended a $1.1 million unrestricted free agent tender to Dobbins back in April, which meant they could potentially receive a compensatory draft pick if he decided to sign elsewhere. And that's exactly what happened. Dobbins chose the Broncos, who are looking to improve their running game with his addition. Okay, now moving to Ladd McConkey's rookie year, which set the stage for all the hype heading into 2025. His numbers were nothing short of impressive for a first-year player. He finished with 1,149 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns, and 82 receptions. But the thing that stood out the most was that he broke Keenan Allen's rookie receiving record. And that's not an easy task. The dude came in and immediately made an impact, showing that he could be a serious weapon for Justin Herbert. What's even more impressive is that he finished 10th in the league in receiving yards as a rookie. That's not just good. That's elite-level production for a guy who hadn't even spent a full season in the NFL yet. When you combine that with the fact that he was already building a solid connection with Herbert from the get-go, you start to realize just how special McConkey could become. This was a rookie who showed he had the talent, the hands, and the instincts to make a huge impact in this league. But now, as he heads into his second season, the question is, can he sustain that level of play and take it to the next level? Here's the challenge that McConkey faces in 2025. To crack the top 10 receivers in the league, he's going to have to go toe-to-toe with some of the absolute best wide receivers the NFL has ever seen. We're talking about names like Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, CeeDee Lamb, and A.J. Brown. These players have already established themselves as the elite, and it's not easy to bump them down the rankings. For McConkey to join that club, he's going to have to prove that his rookie season wasn't a fluke, that he can consistently perform at a high level and show that he has the same skill set as the NFL's best. But here's the good news for McConkey. He's already halfway there. His performance in his rookie season wasn't just about the stats. It was about how he got those stats. His route running was sharp and precise, and his ability to find soft spots in the defense was something that made him stand out. That's a skill you can't teach. Being able to read the defense and make yourself available for your quarterback is what turns a good receiver into a great one. And that's what makes McConkey special. It's not just about being fast or strong, it's about understanding the game, knowing how to exploit the defense, and creating opportunities for Justin Herbert. But, of course, there's always room for improvement. McConkey will need to get stronger, improve his consistency, and avoid the mistakes that plagued him early in his rookie year. You can't just be a flash in the pan in the NFL. You need to consistently deliver, and that's the biggest challenge for any player in their sophomore season. The NFL is a league that is constantly adjusting, and defenses will have an entire offseason to study and plan for McConkey. The question is, can he continue to evolve and stay one step ahead? What's fascinating about McConkey is that his rookie season wasn't just about the traditional stats like yards, touchdowns, and receptions. The advanced metrics love what he brings to the table, too. For example, McConkey was ranked 8th in yards per route run among wide receivers with at least 75 targets. That's a big deal. Yards per route run is one of the best indicators of a receiver's efficiency, and to finish 8th in the league as a rookie, that's impressive. He also ranked 14th in missed tackles forced, which shows that he's not just relying on finesse, he's breaking tackles and picking up extra yards after the catch. But it doesn't stop there. McConkey was also 9th in contested catch percentage among receivers with at least 100 targets. Keep in mind, he's not the biggest receiver out there, yet he still made his mark when it came to contested catches. That's a huge positive for a guy who's known for being more on the smaller side. So while you might think he's only a product of his speed and route running, he's also showing that he can compete with bigger, more physical corners and still come out on top. Those are the kind of metrics that point to a player who is ready to take the next step. But even with those impressive stats, there's one part of McConkey's rookie season that still lingers in the back of people's minds: his slow start. McConkey had 50 yards or fewer in 5 of his first 6 games last year, which isn't ideal for a player you're hoping will be a game changer. He looked like a rookie early on, and that inconsistency could have raised some questions about his ability to handle the NFL grind. But what happened after those first few games was a turning point. In the last 10 games of the season, McConkey was a completely different player. He had 80-plus yards in 7 out of those 10 games, showing that he could rise to the occasion and perform when it mattered most. That late-season surge was exactly what McConkey needed to prove to everyone, including the Chargers' front office and fans, that he wasn't just a flash in the pan. He wasn't just good for a few games, he was capable of being a consistent weapon for Justin Herbert. That ability to adjust and overcome early season struggles is a huge sign of maturity, and it's something that will be critical for him going into 2025. So where does McConkey go from here? The biggest thing he needs in 2025 is consistency. That means avoiding those early season struggles and coming out of the gate strong. If McConkey can start the season the way he finished last year, he'll be in the conversation as one of the league's top receivers. Sanjay Law, the Chargers' wide receivers coach, has been sending McConkey cut-ups of players like Tyler Lockett and Julian Edelman, 2 undersized receivers who excelled in the NFL by learning how to avoid big hits. The idea is to show McConkey that he doesn't have to always fight for extra yards if it means risking injury. Finding that balance, being able to make plays and get those extra yards, but also protecting himself from unnecessary hits, is going to be key for McConkey going forward. So, is McConkey ready to be a top 10 receiver in 2025? I think the answer is yes, but with a few caveats. If he stays healthy, continues to develop that chemistry with Justin Herbert, and builds on the impressive numbers he put up last season, there's no reason why he can't be in the conversation as one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. So, what do you think? Share your thoughts in the comment section.